From the first three chapters of Skullburn 77, the white cover edition. Opening quote, "You do an awfully good impression of yourself." Bret Easton Ellis, Lunar Park. Chapter 1. Over and over I keep going over the world we knew. Once when you walked beside me, that inconceivable, that unbelievable world we knew. There's a familiar heaviness, a kind of beautiful sadness in my heart when I wake up with these Frank Sinatra lyrics swirling through my head. Natasha whispers something in her sleep before turning on her side, and instead of waking her up and screwing her, I decide to live in this melancholy rush, a gift from my dreams, I suppose, and I carefully step out of bed and walk to the window and light a cigarette. It's my last morning in Los Angeles, and everything is perfect, right now at least, as I look over my shoulder at that beautiful girl and Frank Sinatra sings "When We Two Were in Love." Chapter 2. Up on the rooftop of the Standard Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, I lay in a chaste lounge and drink from the bottle of champagne I brought, staring at a group of three incredibly gorgeous women in their bikinis from underneath my shades. Natasha, she's still sleeping in my room on the 5th floor. My phone buzzes and I reach down and grab it off the towel I'd set it on and immediately wish I hadn't. On the screen is a text message from my ex-girlfriend Allison, which is written to appear like a group text, but it's so not. There are no other names or numbers attached. It goes, "Hey everyone, as you all know, I turned 28 today. OMG, I can barely believe it myself. So I guess there's only one thing to do. Celebrate. To kick the night off, a bunch of us are getting together at Farmer Brown's at 5 for happy hour. After that, the party moves to Sushi Rock for dinner and more drinking. From there, we move to Tempest, and from there, who the fuck knows? We'll let the night take us where it wants to. Hope to see all of your faces at some point. These last 6 months have been the best 6 months of my life. Let's do this. Let's make my 28th birthday magical." I light a cigarette and pound another swig. I know exactly what she's up to with this text, that last 6 months bullshit. I broke up with Allison for good 6 months ago, on August 14th to be exact. She wants to break into my head and steal my day by forcing me to contemplate the notion of her life being so much more amazing since our split. She wants me to care, but I don't. About her birthday this year, I don't. But I do care about my history with her, our story. I do care that on this day last year, I executed her 27th birthday to perfection, and we had so much fucking fun. This happened before I found out she was a lying whore and a fucking disaster, before I realized she was an evil cunt. This text would actually piss me off if it wasn't so transparent with her desire to make me jealous by getting me to wonder about who she's going to be with and if tonight will be better than tonight last year. I delete the text and look at the time, 11:30, almost time to go, which sucks and leads to this brutal feeling of emptiness that sweeps right through me and upsets me. I mean, this is so close to paradise, the warmth and sun and women and champagne, the bullet of cocaine in the pocket of my swimming trunks, and my gorgeous 19-year-old lover, Natasha, naked and asleep in my room. 3 days I've been out in LA, which is the perfect amount of time. Anything less and I always feel a little cheated and underwhelmed. Anything more, though, and I end up tiptoeing around the sharp edges of madness, self-loathing, fierce kind of cynicism that's capable of rendering me useless for a few days after I leave. As I twist my cigarette out, I open Facebook, and the first 3 posts I see are about my favorite bar in the city, the Tiger Kill, and how it's closing for good after tonight. Another casualty of the tech and real estate industry's blatant assault on the Mission, which used to be the best neighborhood in the country, in my opinion. The Tiger Kill is one of 3 bars where I really cut my teeth after moving to San Francisco to study film 12 years ago, Aero Bar and the Hemlock being the others. It's the first bar I ever had sex in, and the only place I've ever been allowed to dump a bunch of cocaine onto the bar and spell my name with it. Plus, it's where my first band in San Francisco, Grundlepig, played our first show. Knowing that I'll be able to get one more night in this magical haunt makes me feel much better now about the text and leaving. What also makes me feel better is this: sliding the bullet out, loading it, and smashing blow up my nose. I do it 4 times. Then I finished off the bottle of champagne and close out my tab. "What was the name on the card again?" the bartender asked me as my phone buzzes again with another text from Allison. This one, though, is really for me and me only. And it says, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to get that last text. I would never want you to know that I'm going to Farmer Brown's, Sushi Rock, and Tempest for my birthday. Please disregard that itinerary if you read it. It wasn't for you." I roll my eyes and smirk. Bitch ain't fooling no one. Last I heard, she was moving in with some flute-playing asshole with a trust fund and a soul patch. Sir, the bartender says, fuck her and fuck him. I look back up. Yes. The name on the card, sir. What was it? Fuck them all. I win. Oh yeah, I say. Sorry about that. No problem at all, I just need your name. Myers, I say. Jason Myers. From the first 3 chapters of Skullburn 77,